Thanks for your support as a channel member, Vicky Davis. I could just keep reusing the same intro for every video at this point. We have two massive games. If we win them, there's still lots of competitions we could win. If we don't, we won't. Hello and welcome to part 22 of my Manchester United save. I'm Kev. And coming up on today's episode, we have a massive league match against title rivals Liverpool at Old Trafford. If we win it, we are almost there winning the title. But then the stakes get even higher after that because we have the first leg of our Champions League semi-final against Atletico Madrid. There's too many football matches that are really hard. But first up is Liverpool, and this is the team we're putting out there for the Liverpool game. We've got De Gea in goal, a back four of Shaw, Martinez, Diaz and Wan-Bissaka, Kessie and Eriksen in midfield, Sancho, Rodriguez and Everton supporting Harry Kane in attack. As mentioned in yesterday's episode, I am very much trying to rotate without it being obvious to the game that I'm rotating. I don't, because if the game realizes I'm rotating the team, then it's going to punish me for it. So I need to make sure the game doesn't notice. So I'm subtly rotating. We're going to assertively get revenge on Liverpool after the last match. That's always handy to be able to do. It certainly worked last time we played them in the league. We got revenge for the Community Shield. Now hopefully we can get some revenge for the FA Cup semi-final. Everton's injured in the first 5 minutes of the game, and we don't really have a winger on the bench. Rashford can come on. Sancho can pop over to the other side. Luckily, we're strong enough now to have cover in all these positions. Weirdly, Liverpool got Mane injured at the same time. Have they just collided with each other or something? Because left wing, right wing, it's almost as if they've just run into each other and both exploded and had to come off the pitch, which is interesting. I think we've done better out of the explosion. Rashford for Everton, I don't think we're weakened. Origi for Mane, I think they're weakened there. So Perhaps we should make that a new tactic. Sacrifice a player to take out one of the opposition early on in each big game. We'd still have players left for a Champions League final if we got there, because we've got such an enormous squad, because I keep buying players. Eriksen now plays it out to Jadon Sancho. What a pass for Harry Kane. Kane is in and Kane scores on the 40-minute mark. It's Manchester United 1, Liverpool 0, and as it stands, that would put us 7 points clear of Liverpool, and we can taste the title. It's a lovely pass from Eriksen, but it's sensational from Sancho, and Kane is in. And Kane wasn't ever going to miss from there. 18th goal of the season for him. I can't believe there were people actually questioning the signing of that man, because he does stuff like that. That's just an important goal. And when you've got an important opportunity like that, he's the man. You want to be there to take it because he's very reliable. That is just wide from Firmino. Potentially an instant reply from Liverpool there. And we've got a little bit lucky because Firmino should have applied the finish to that. And I don't think De Gea was going to stop it if he did. Still not half-time yet. Wan-Bissaka has it on the right-hand side. Plays it to Rodriguez. Sancho now, as he got another moment of genius in him. Plays it to Kessie. Back to Sancho again, who slides Wan-Bissaka in. Kane is lurking in the middle, as is Marcus Rashford. Wan-Bissaka beats his man. Kane flicks on to Rashford, and Kane's there for the rebound. And it's his second goal of the game, his 19th for the season. It's the 47th minute of the first half, and we're 2-0 up against Liverpool, and the crowd are going nuts. As you would imagine, everybody knows what this means. How many years has it been since Manchester United have won the Premier League at this point? This is a big deal, and it's an even bigger deal because Liverpool are the reigning champions, and Liverpool are the team that we could be about to beat to wrestle control back away from them again. Don't let your performances drop. We need a massive, massive second half. But also, equally importantly, try not to get yourself injured, lads. We've got Atletico Madrid in 3 days' time. So we need to focus on that as well. Focus on both. Make everything your number one priority. Right, Wan-Bissaka down the right-hand side. Loads of space for him again down this right wing. Eriksen into Rodriguez, and James Rodriguez has made it 3-0. That's ridiculous. That's just absurd that he's done that. He's another one that people have questioned. Why do you need him and Eriksen and Olmo? You know you've got Gomez knocking around in the youth team who you might like to sit on the bench once or twice. No, he wouldn't. We'll have Rodriguez and we'll have him doing things like that. because we want big game players. We want established world superstars because we want to win everything. We don't just want to win some competitions. We want to win all the competitions. And to do that, you need 50 really good players. That's the plan. Shaw to Rodriguez. Back to Luke Shaw again. Rashford is in so much space he could park a caravan there. Eriksen back to Shaw. Shaw tries to skip past his man but doesn't, and Gomez comes away with the ball for Liverpool. But we've got plenty of cover there, although that's a good ball over the top. And Liverpool are in here, and okay. I thought I was going to be talking about how good of a challenge we got from Ruben Diaz, but actually he made the tackle but then gave it straight back to him. And Liverpool have a lifeline here. It's 3-1 on the hour mark. Do we switch to our counter-attacking system? Oh, that was a nightmare. Diaz makes the tackle, then clears it, but into Wan-Bissaka, and it bounces off him and into the path of the onrushing striker. And now Liverpool have a free kick. 25 minutes left. If they score here, we have a problem. I don't like this at all. Counter-attack, maybe. It's a big call to do that in a game like this. Eriksen heads only as clear as Jordan Henderson. I think we have to before it's too late, don't we? Rodriguez is panicking. I'm panicking. Everyone, let's panic together. The problem is we don't have another centre-back on the bench, and the counter-attacking system we've been using is a 3-at-the-back system, and we don't have a third defender. So what we're going to have to do is butcher it a little bit. And have we still got... That's a gegenpress. Hold on. Can everyone just wait a minute while I put a tactic together? No, we don't want to save that. This is what we want. It's a mess. Get everyone in their right positions. The game should be able to guess at what position we want people to play in based on where they play currently. So the man who's going to be coming off is Rodriguez for Pogba. What a change to be able to make at this stage of the game. Just get these two playing in their proper roles as well. You want to do that. Okay. Counter-attack him. Trying to be sensible. 25 minutes left. Hopefully that decision doesn't cost us the title. Rodriguez scores a screamer and gets dragged off the pitch. Kessie's on a yellow card. That's something we probably need to be over. We have got Dani Olmo who could come on and we could drop Pogba back. That's probably not a bad decision to make, I don't think. So stick Pogba back in there. Olmo, they're probably better that way around. I mean, it's still a very attacking midfield three, but hopefully they're all good enough to listen to their instructions and stay in the roles I've told them to do. And Pogba just needs to sit there and defend for 10 minutes. That's all we need from him. We've absolutely taken the sting out of this game there. That's awesome. There wasn't another highlight. I'm such a tactical genius. Right. We have one hand on the Premier League title at this point. We have to bottle it to mess it up from here. So now it's all about the Champions League and Atletico Madrid. If you think my transfers have been silly so far, if we don't win the Champions League and end up doing a third season, I'm going to buy all the players. Which brings us to the first leg of the Champions League semi-final. An away leg, and we're going back to this, our counter-attacking 3-at-the-back system. We just want to go out there and grind out a 0-0 or a 1-1. That's all we're looking for. We'll do the other business in the second leg. Let's just not lose it today while we're all a little bit tired, because fingers crossed, by the time the second leg comes around, we'll have won the league and we could just focus on that. So the only goal for this first leg is to make sure we haven't lost the tie before the first leg. So we're going with De Gea in goal, a back three of Maguire, Lindelof and Diaz, with Gaia and Wan-Bissaka as wing-backs, Pogba, Kessie and Olmo in midfield, Edouard and Rashford up front. Again, resting Harry Kane and just Sancho and Everton. Just, I hope the game doesn't realise what I'm up to. Right. Go out there, carry on where you finished the last match. That is exactly what we want to do in more ways than one, because we obviously won the last match quite convincingly, but also we ended the last match with 25 minutes of highlight silence, nothing going on, and just shutting Liverpool out of the game. So we'll have 90 minutes of that, please. Are we good enough to do that yet? Kessie plays it out to nobody in particular. Wan-Bissaka is going to end up picking this up, though. I did get a media report come through before this game as well that Anthony Martial has won Serie A with the Zebras, so he's obviously very happy. He's there as an option to bring back next year if we're still around. I genuinely don't see how he even gets on the bench. I don't know what's happening here. Let's not worry about it. But he wouldn't even be on the bench today if we had him. So hopefully, if he's been part of their title-winning team and he's been scoring goals for them and he's been playing well for them, hopefully they want to sign him permanently and they can give us some money for him. I think for a player who's just helped you win the league title, it's not unreasonable to ask for 50 or 60 million pounds for him. So fingers crossed, there's a whole bunch of money coming in there from Anthony Martial, which, especially when you spread that 210 million pound budget over the never, we could buy 500 million pounds worth of players this summer. What on earth would we buy? I can't think where we need to strengthen. Maybe a 200 million pound right back. What else can I do? We need to be careful with Pogba. He's on a yellow card and he is a bit of a rascal, but he's charging through here. This is an awesome counter-attack led all the way by Paul Pogba. Probably should have slotted it into the path of Rashford right at the end there, but it's nice for Pogba to occasionally get the ball and just scare the opposition team and show them what he can do with it. We've been the better team. Just keep what you're doing. We'll be fine. Exactly that. Because literally 0-0 is fine. If we keep doing what we're doing and this is what the scoreline is, I'm happy. I can't believe I've turned into this manager, but I want to efficiently win titles. Gaia, now, we're in a crossing position, tries to beat his man but can't quite do it, and now we're going to be counter-attacked against ourselves now because Gaia's never going to make it back. I think that's Pogba chasing back to cover. It is, and that's a dangerous situation itself with him on a yellow card, but everyone manages to get away with it. The ball ends up in the side netting and we can all breathe a sigh of relief. Who have we got who could potentially come on for Pogba? Eriksen. The thing is, Eriksen, as good as he is going forward, he doesn't quite offer the same all-round game as Paul Pogba is going to give us, or has been giving us in that central midfield. That's brilliant from Gaia. Can he beat his man now? Look at that. He's leaving him in his tracks. That's amazing burst of pace from Gaia, and I think he's won a penalty. We're off to the little telly. Have we got a penalty here? This would be huge. We have got a penalty. Get Harry Kane on the pitch now. Who's taking it? Who is that? Rashford to take the penalty. I said get Harry Kane on the pitch. Why did nobody listen to me? Rashford now down to a 6. All off the back of a missed penalty. He hasn't played that poorly. I mean, he's not really done anything, but neither's Edouard. All Rashford's done is miss a penalty and gets marked down for it. And now I've got decisions to make. I hate making decisions because now we've missed the penalty and Atletico have gone 1-0 up. Now, 1-0 up isn't a huge problem other than the potential momentum and morale implications. So it's difficult to just go straight away and attack them now. Because remember, I said, let's not lose it in the first leg. And if we go and attack them now, that's potentially what we could do. Because they can sit back at this point and just let us attack them. And we could almost reverse roles. But let's just switch this all around a little bit. There we go. But at the same time, if we sit back and they get a second, 2-0 is really hard to turn around in a second leg. What we really need is a goal. Let's have 10 minutes of passion. And, I mean, a 1-0 defeat is not a disaster. I've got to keep telling myself that. A 1-0 defeat is fine. A 1-0 defeat is fine, he says as he brings Jadon Sancho on to go in behind the strikers. That's the only thing I'm changing. Just go a little bit more attacking there. Get one of our best players onto the pitch just to see what he's up to. See if he's got a plan. See if he's got something for us. Just to grab us a little equaliser at the death. But 1-0 defeat, that's fine. That is okay. 1-0 defeat is fine. A 1-0 defeat is fine. I'm not happy with your performance. They're all happy that I'm not happy. And hopefully we take that green into the next match. And hopefully the match after. Because tomorrow's episode is going to be Atletico Madrid and Wolves probably, because I don't think we can win the league against Newcastle. No, I don't think we can. So we'll do Atletico and Wolves. And hopefully win the league and book a Champions League final in the same episode. can't cross that finger. What is going on? I can usually cross my fingers. That's weird. Should I go and see a doctor about that? I can't cross my finger. If you've enjoyed that, please make sure you leave a nice big thumbs up on there for me. Subscribe to the channel for daily Football Manager videos. And thank you very much for watching.